What's up guys, Flickify here, and today I have possibly the biggest episode of career mode I've ever done. It's gonna be 13 minutes or so bear with me if I make any mistakes because I'm not used to commentating this long, but we'll see how we do today. And another big thing about this episode, it is the Season 3 finale, so you guys will be able to see how I do in these playoff games. And if all things go well, we will be promoted to the Premiership if we manage to win all our playoff games, or continue to go through all the legs. So the first playoff game today is going to be against Birmingham, who are not a squad to be messed with. As you guys might know, they have a lot of great youth players at the career beginnings, and by now they've progressed and they're really great players. I think Nathan Redmond and Jack Butland are probably their standout youth players, and they were really a great team. And their strategy seemed to be, like you see right there, they just tried to cross it into their striker, and that time it worked for him. It was 1-1, but luckily for us, De Silva does get through on goal. He tries to finesse it, but Jack Butland does make a great save there. He has to be, I think, in the 70s by now, and he is really a nice keeper. So we go into halftime with just a 1-1 draw, so both squads are scoring goals, but the defenses are a little bit letting down, and to be all honest. But unfortunately for us, it is 2-1 at this point. You can see there the ball goes right between our defender and goalkeeper, and Riley manages to give Birmingham the lead there. But De Silva was looking to make a goal for ourselves. Only a few minutes later, it's going to fall to De Silva. He's going to find Sorrentino in the center, and Sorrentino's going to tuck that one away nicely by Butland. And the game is tied at 2-2 at this point, so it was really a goal-scoring fest, to be honest, guys. I don't know what it was these last few games, but both teams just seem to be scoring goals. And here Jensen gets a nice breakaway using his pace and managed to make it 3-2 in our favor in the 66th minute. And we were just not done there, guys. We do make some substitutions, and we were looking to keep the pressure going. And our team was just playing so well together. At this point in the season, we work well together. And just a beautiful bit of passing there. Isacek one times it, hits the post, and goes in to make it 4-2. I do show the replay because I thought that was a fantastic goal. Just a great bit of passing and just a perfect finish from Isacek there, who's actually turned out to be a great player for us this season. And here at the end of the game, I wasn't really expecting to get a chance out of this one, just really trying to waste time. But Mukhtar does get the ball, and he rockets that one by Butland to make it 5-2, I think, at this point, which is just a huge win for us because this is our away leg. So away goals do make a big difference in the end scheme of things. And Jensen gets a 9.8 match rating, so well deserved for our team, and we get the deserved win there, 5-2. So things are really looking nice for us going to the second game against Birmingham. But it isn't a home game, and you never know what they might be able to do because sometimes the computer can just go completely crazy and berserk and just manage to score a lot of goals. But hopefully we can manage to get this win and move on to the finals. And you can see there our center back Perez going off the screen pretty much. And not much changes for the starting lineup since we do have enough rest, so fitness isn't much of a problem. But Birmingham really gets a nice start, but Joe Jerome there, nice bit of agile quickness, and he does make the save there, and our defense watches his back end, clears things up. But here Perez, the main man for us, actually gets, I think, his first goal of the season, and what a time to get it, to give us the 1-0 lead there. So things were going in our favor in this second game, and that's just the way I like things being. You know, getting a win going into the final would be a great thing for us because I don't want to maybe let up in this last game and then not do well in the final. But there they tied up 1-1, and a couple minutes later they're actually going to make it 2-1 off a cross. So you know, to be honest guys, I was still a little bit nervous in this game because they were really pressuring me pretty hard, trying to set in crosses, and Birmingham is a great team, so you know, we only have like 2 goals to give up, so I can't really make too many mistakes, though I can make a few. But Mukhtar looking to try to tie things up yet again, but a great strike from him, but that does hit the post and goes back into play. None of the shots really seem to be working for us in this game, at least not as much as it did in the previous game. And Asante here trying to find, I can't pronounce that name, but that one is nearly going to go in, but luckily for us, that one was cleared out. And pretty much any time they got it into our box, I just cleared out. And we do manage to hold off the aggregate win. We did lose that game, but we won on aggregate 6-4, so that's all we need, and we will be going into the final, which is just a huge opportunity for us. If we can manage to beat West Ham, we will be going on to the Premier League, which is just crazy for me to say. Seems like just a while ago I was in the N-Power League 2, struggling to get wins, and even last year, you know, we barely made it out of that league, and here we are in the final yet again, trying to make it to that Premiership will just be a huge opportunity for us. And here, Perez on the front cover again for us, so maybe things will work in our favor yet again. And Jensen starts things off really well for us. Vadio making a really similar little run to the one he did in the last episode, and he goes off the post there and into the goal. It's in the 23rd minute, so opening goal for us was just all we needed. And from here, I was just trying to just get another goal for ourselves and not try to give up any, because West Ham, they're a great team, and Jarvis probably their standout player. He's a gold player, and he's pretty young, so he gets a nice volley there in the 33rd minute, and it was a really class finish, really calm finish, and West Ham get a deserved goal. But Birmingham here, coming back from the center defensive mid position, gets it in Jensen with a nice header, and keeping his head up, does manage to get a weak header in, and of course he's going to salmon right to the ground, get us a 2-1 lead in the 36th minute. But here, West Ham were looking to strike right back just before halftime. It's going to find it to Jarvis. And here, Collison, what a strike by him. It might have been a deflection, but either way, that was a beautiful finish. Might have hit the top of the net. And in the 45th minute, they managed to tie it up 2-2. So both defenses conceding a few goals. Joe Jerome, really not too much to blame. Those goals were really nice. Jarvis with a nice volley. And I think it was Collinson who actually got a volley as well. But Jensen just running right by their defenders. He's going to finish that one near post in the 48th minute just after halftime. So he was looking to get a win for our team. And I was really excited throughout this rest of this game. I was trying to get a second goal for ourselves because, as you guys know, in this championship, it's just the one game. There's no second game. So if we go into a tie, it will go into penalty shootout. So a second goal would be huge for us here. And a really close call there, but Joe Jerome covering his post and managed to tip that one away, and the defense does back him up. And here I make a couple substitutions just to ensure that we don't get any cramps or anything like that towards the end of the game. But here, West Ham pressuring us late in the game. Nice bit of passing, and they actually finished that one through Morrison. I was so disappointed to give up that goal because it was pretty much, we were in the driving seat the whole game, and they just managed to tie it up there towards the end. So that was a tough one to concede. But I guess that does happen from time to time. But going into extra time here, Sorrentino nearly gives us the lead, but that one does hit the post, and West Ham scrambles and clears that one out. And that is actually going to be the score going into the penalty kicks. Nothing happened in the second leg of the extra time. So our team just comes over for a quick talk. Joe Jerome getting mentally prepared, as well as West Ham's keeper and our strikers looking to finally get us a win. So a lot of free football today. You know, penalty kicks, it's an exciting way to finish things off. And to be honest, it wasn't a preferred choice of my preferred choice for me. I just wanted to get the easy win and move on to the Premiership. But FIFA's not going to make it easy for me, and we're going to be doing it through the penalty kicks. So it's going to be exciting for you guys, and it'll be exciting for me to finally give the result that we finally happen to have. And Sorrentino's going to start things off for us today. Puts to the right. The keeper goes left. Things go great for us. We get that opening goal, and it's going to be Tarasconi, who is their leading goal scorer. And he's actually going to put it right down the middle. Joe Jerome doesn't even move. And that was a great save by him. You know, making a calm move, deciding to hold his ground, and it worked out for him. And here Jensen, our second striker, manages to put it left. Keeper doesn't even move, and it is 2-0 at this point. So if we can make this save, we're really going to be put in a nice position. And Collison, I have no idea what he was doing. No idea why he would chip it. And that was just a horrible penalty, to be honest. Joe Jerome didn't even go the right way. So it's 2-0 at this point, and Kelly makes it 3-0. So we can actually win it with a save here. It's hard to say, and I was really surprised how easy things were going, but it's going to be Jarvis. So surely he's going to be able to put this one away, because Jarvis, he's their best penalty kick taker, best player on the team. But here, you could see he put a lot of power behind it, and he just blasts it wide. I don't even know what to say, guys. At the time I was doing this, I was just so surprised because things went so easily for me. It seemed like I was on amateur difficulty, but yeah, it's as weird it was that we're going to be moving on to the Premier League next season, which is just, I don't know what to say, guys. I can't explain how easy that was, those penalty kicks, how anticlimactic that was, but you know, we'll take it. They really didn't perform, and of course Jarvis, he's really disappointed with how he performed. He just blasted that one, but our team's happy about it. We're moving on to the Premier League next season, and despite this season, you know, we had a lot of ups, a lot of downs, especially that big losing streak, but we hung together, stayed as a team, kept the morale up, and here we are, moving on to the Premier League. And I don't think we're done here yet, guys. I'm looking to make a name for this club here at York City. And my ultimate goal for this series is to get them to the top of the Premier League, maybe even the Champions League. And I really expect to do that. Maybe not next season, but in a few seasons' time, that is my goal. So there you can see Jensen performed so well in this game. He gets a 9.6 match rating, and we clearly deserve that win. So we do get a little bit of tournament prize money, a whole 100,000 there. And at this point, it was a really... had to start thinking about the transaction side of things, because as you know, we have a lot of players on loan, so I had to think of which one I wanted to sign. And my ultimate factor in deciding who to sign was to look at the player's estimated value, because I want to get the most profit from my players. And I think it was Darmian who had the most expected value return. I signed him for only $1 million, and now he's worth $4.6 million. So I really give him a nice transfer offer, because it's a weird little bug that if you actually don't succeed in the first bit of transfer business, you can't submit a second one. It's either just me, or that's just how it works for me. But luckily for us, he does accept that offer, as you guys might have been able to see. And we do get a scouting report from a couple players. I think I let go that the German player, because he doesn't look to have too much potential. And yeah, it's just a big signing for us by Darmian, because we do have the little bit of wage and transfer budget to go ahead and sign him. And you can see there, only $1 million is what it is going to cost us, and he's worth $4.6 million. So that's a nice bit of business, and he's probably going to be our starting center back with Perez next year. So there you can see we get in the newspaper there a price cut Darmian. That's kind of a misleading title, because we did set a future fee, but either way, that was a great signing for us, and it was a good thing that we did decide to sign Darmian at the beginning of the season. And here's just a couple contract stuff. I didn't want to bore you guys too much showing the contract business. Pretty much all the players which I submitted contracts offers to accepted. I think the only one whose contract is expiring that I didn't submit an offer to was Gaikwad, who doesn't get any play time, and no club really seems to want him. So I figured might as well free up a little wage budget and not even submit an offer to him. So here we get an offer for Peru for international management offer. I turned that one down because I figure since we're going to be in the Premier League next season, I'm going to start getting some nicer offers. And there you can see all our players will be coming back to their respective clubs. So we're going to be letting go of Jensen and Vadillo, who were great players for us, but we just don't have the budget to sign them both. And here, a little bit more simulation. Let's see what's happening right here. We get a final performance check, and we are coming to a close right here. After this little bit of simulation, we will be seeing what the board decides to think of my performance this season. And of course, not a big surprise, they say I have an amazing season. And to be honest, not to pat myself on the back too much, but I think we did have an amazing season, winning the N-Power Championship and moving up to the Premier League. The only really downfall with this season was that we didn't go too far in the cup, but that's not too big of a deal. So anyways, guys, I hope you're excited for the Premier League. That's going to bring an end to the Season 3 finale. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, a like and a comment is always appreciated. Anyways, this has been FleckFi. Hope to talk to you guys again soon. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that season finale, and I hope you're excited for the Premiership next season. That'll definitely be an interesting test for us. Anyways, if you want to see some more videos from me, I have an original squads episode you can check out by clicking on the video annotation on your left, and a pack opening on the video annotation on your right.